I never. Alright guys, how's it going again? This is Chris again, and today we're going to be learning Mr. Brightside by the Killers. There's a lot going on in the song, a lot more than I thought before I started transcribing it, but we'll get through it all. So at the very beginning where we are doing the verse, it's a 16th note beat. So generally it's fairly basic. That's kind of what we're starting doing. So yeah, 16th note beat with 2 hands, because the song kind of rips. It sails along at a nice clip. So yeah, the only thing to look out for is pretty often, like most bars I'd say, the drummer does this really cool accent thing on the hi-hat. So it's like 1 E and E and E and 4 E and so I'll do that one more time. So yeah, the accent on the ah of 3 E and 4 E and then the and of 4. Kind of like that. So yeah, they are moving along. They are coming out of their cages, and they're doing just fine. And then at the very end of that, before we go into the just now, she takes off her dress now, we have a little bit of a fill. So yeah, now we're going to be on the second row at the end of that row, so the 4th bar. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and so yeah, we just do that little fill that we just did, and then we go into the chest now, he takes off her dress now part, which we switch up the kick a little bit for that. And yeah, it goes like this. So open hi-hat on 8th notes. Dress now, he takes off her dress now, let me. And it kind of keeps going like that for a little bit, do until we get to the very end of that, or we do another one of those little fills, which I think it's basically the same one that we did in the verse when we were doing the 16th notes. So it goes like, I'll just do the last bar in that row that has the fill in, so bar number 8 in my PDF. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're doing that, and then we are going into bar 9 on my PDF, where they start singing taking control. So we're hitting the crash on 1, then we're going down to the floor tom with 8th notes. So it's like taking control. I might have sang that a little quicker. Yeah, and then that little thing on the hi-hat at the very end, that's the fill that's leading into the chorus. So I'll play that bottom row one more time. So this is from bar number 11. And then, yeah, then we're going into the chorus. So let's go to the next page of the PDF. And yeah, here we are just doing the chorus thing. So open hi-hat is kind of the same beat that we were doing in the pre-chorus. Yeah, in the pre-chorus. So yeah, just open a hi-hat, same kick thing. Jealousy, burning saints into the sea, turning through sick lullabies, joke. And then there are a few times in here where they do this little fill, which will be in bar 16 of my PDF. I think they do it twice in there somewhere, so it's just like, it's kind of similar to what we were doing before with the fill that they had in the pre-chorus. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then they keep on going. So I'll do it again here. Just like that. And then, yeah, right after the chorus, they do this like instrumental thing that's like, and we are just doing crashes, quarter note crashes, and yeah, the same kind of kick and snare thing that we were doing before. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then doing the fill at the end here. Okay, no, never mind. Not doing the fill at the end there. So yeah, and then the fill at the very end of that section before we start from the verse again, before we repeat the whole song. It's like, so I'll just do that last bar, bar 20 in the PDF. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're hitting the crash on 3. And then we're doing a snare and a floor tom, and 4 and that kick at the very end. 3 and 4 and then we are starting back up at the beginning of the verse. Coming out of my cage and I've been too shut. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta guard me down because I want it all. So we're doing that. We do the exact same deal all the way through until we get to the "it was only a kiss, it was only a kiss." They have that kind of like shutdown part where the filter comes over the vocals and stuff. So we're just like 3, 4. It was only a kiss, and it was only a kiss. So yeah, that fill at the end there. It starts on the end of 1, which is a little tricky. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Luckily, it's not too difficult because it's just like keeping your hands on your hi-hat and your snare, and then you just got the kick. Yeah, and then after that we keep going back into that beat, and at the very end before we get into and then before we go into the pre-chorus, the drummer does this huge fill that just kind of breezes by. I didn't even notice it until I was like really listening, and this is how I think it goes. It's like pretty distorty on the YouTube video, but yeah, it's like da, 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 da. So the way I like to think about this is it's just 16th notes, and we're keeping our left hand on the high tom, and we're moving our right hand around from snare to high to low. So let's do it without the kick first. It's like 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then our left hand goes down to the floor tom just for that last note. And we are adding the kick in there in like right after like an 8th note after the snare each time. And then we're going into the pre-chorus, which is exactly the same as what we were doing before, I'm pretty sure. Except for this time, when we do the drum fill going into the chorus, when we're doing that thing on the floor tom, instead of doing the like, or whatever we're doing on there, it's just like, so it's nice and easy. It's just like what is that, 6 snare hits, eighth notes. It definitely makes a statement in the song, like you can really hear it, and it fits really well. So yeah, let's try that again. So this is, I'm gonna be going from bar 25 in my PDF. So, taking control, da, 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 policy, turning, and then yeah, we are back into the chorus. And the chorus also is exactly the same this time through, except for when we get to Eager Eyes. Before we just kept on doing the same beat. This time we are moving to the crash, and we're doing this fun little thing. It's like, so quarter note crashes, and then the snare and the kick are like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So yeah, that was bar 27, 28 in the PDF. Okay, so I'll do that a little bit quicker. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Bright, and then continues on. I think it does the exact same deal. Then yeah, we, after the second chorus, instead of doing a really loud like that we did last time, we kind of do this nicer, quieter kind of lead into the bridge part. And for that, we are just doing open hi-hat and the kick drum. So it's like this, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and and then before the bridge, when they're leading up to it, they use some studio magic, and they have the person kind of continue doing that while they're doing this big fill. So the drummer's just kind of doing 16th notes, building up really, really, really slowly for the period of 4 bars. So it's like this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. So yeah, the really tricky part is that last bar, which is like, so bar 34 on the PDF, it's like 1 E and high, high, E and 3 E and 4 E and So yeah, we're gonna do right, left, right on the high tom, left, right, and then right, left, left. And finally, we're onto the bridge. This part where he's like, I never. And it goes like, it's just really easy, like quarter notes on the crash, and quarter notes on the kick. Really nice, fun beat. I never. Sometimes they switch up the beat, like it's never super consistent throughout the whole thing. I think the drummer was kind of winging it when they were recording, and just had like general idea of what they were doing. And they're obviously really talented because so tight in the song and so fast. Okay, and then at the very, very end, before the ending, the beat switches up a little bit and does something a little more intense. It's like, so this is bar 34 in the PDF. It's like 1 E and a 2 E and 1 and a 2 E and do, and then it's got that little fill before we do the like do. So I'll go from bar 39 in the PDF. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah, just that little high, snare, 4. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. guys. So thanks so much for following along. Again, you can get the PDF in the description so you can learn that song. Comment if there is a song that you want to learn that you want me to transcribe for you guys and teach you guys. Yeah, thanks again for watching.